How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. We're going to be talking about Hbar, really taking a look at, what's really happening with Hbar's price right now. And of course, what we could be expecting going into Monday morning. Speaking about Monday morning, as we are going into Monday morning, we are seeing, Bitcoin making a move back towards the upside, almost retesting 110,000. If you watch my XRP update last night, we spoke about that. Of course, the market is reacting in a positive way. We're seeing, a lot of green once again, which of course is amazing to see right now. If you're looking at Hbar, it's only up about 0.2%, down 1.2% in Bitcoin comparative because, of course, dominance has gone up a little bit. Price is 19 cents, valuation sitting strongly at $8 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume is at 120.8 million, which is quite low, for Hbar. This has been quite low for quite some time, but the fact that we're sitting at 120 million, that is really, really low. And of course, we do have a long weekend in the US, which of course is something, we need to factor in. That's something that, we really need to keep in mind as well. But before we get into any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So look at the dominance. Dominance actually wicked up to 64.43% a few hours back. So in terms of strength, dominance is still showing a lot of strength right now. As far as Bitcoin is concerned, though, Bitcoin has seen a beautiful bounce. So we did get supported by the $106,000 as to be expected. That is a level of support that, we would expect to hold because, of course, that was our previous all-time highs. And that's exactly, where we got supported by. But look where we're finding ourselves back at, we're finding ourselves back at the resistance of, the January 21st all-time high that we set for ourselves at the beginning of this year. That exact same resistance is coming in our way. And, if this is able to turn into support, I wouldn't even be surprised if we retest a new all-time high in the next few hours to come. That's how important this level really is for Bitcoin. So, Bitcoin is showing significant amount of strength. But with that said, let's really analyze and take a look at, what's happening with Hbar. Hbar still having a little bit of a hard time breaking out of this zone. Are we surprised? Absolutely not. The 24-hour trading volume for Hbar is really low. I've been, sounding like a broken record at this point, over the past, few weeks and even for the past few months, I've been saying that right now, in terms of retail interest for utility projects, it's just not there at the level that you would expect. Yes, gradual increase, with the Bitcoin momentum is happening, but in terms of explosiveness, in terms of, retail really going in the market to, accumulate these altcoins, it's not happening at the magnitude you would expect, and that is right in front of us. If you're looking at Hbar, still having its, still having a hard time breaking out of this key resistance. Of course, if we're able to break out of this key resistance, we could push back up to 20 cents psychological price level. Again, another resistance you're going to keep an eye out on. But pretty much the 61.8, as I've stated to you guys over the last few times, is such an important level to be at, and we need to close in this range. We obviously retested at the beginning of this month, but we want to see this level turn into support, which would give us, a strong validation and, confirmation that, we are heading, to that major 27 cents key resistance. So we'll see what happens this week. Obviously, it's a long weekend. Let me know down below what you guys personally think. We'll see you later from Crypto ZX, and peace out.